Hi, welcome to our time together. We're going to start off once more using a tennis ball. So I think this will probably become a regular tennis ball, racquetball, something that is not too hard, that there is a little bit of mobility to it when you squeeze it. And placing that on your mat, making sure you have enough room for yourself. And we start off with our feet because it is the building block for the rest of the body. It's supporting the rest of the body, and they don't get enough attention. They don't get enough massage, breaks, rest, and just overall comfort. Not only are your feet are items that are supporting the rest of your body, but there's so many nerve endings down there. So when you're helping those feet, you're giving those feet a little love. It actually is helping the whole body. So your whole self. We'll start off with our left foot today. So let's go ahead, get that tennis ball, and starting off where the ankle, right about where the ankle is. So the toes will be on the ground, maybe even lifting up the toes for a brief moment, spreading out the feet, spreading out those toes, noticing them, placing them down onto your mat. And then with that back right leg, allowing it to be a little bit further back so there is a little, almost like we're in our warrior one pose, there is a strong back leg support. And then bending in a little on the ankle. Some people might just be feeling something normal, not a big deal. Other people might have some tension there. Everybody is different. Taking a moment here, breathing in and exhaling, allowing that weight to lift up, bringing it a little bit further in, not quite the arch, so between the arch and where you just had that ball. And once again, leaning in, putting a little weight into it. Maybe now you're starting to feel a little bit more sensitivity. Taking a moment here, breathing in. All right, and lifting up. Going in now towards the center where that actual arch area is, and placing some weight there. Connecting to the breath again, breathing in, making sure that your spine is straight, maybe even engage your core, giving a little bit more of a body workout than just the feet. Connecting to the breath, and exhale. Something else you might choose to do, maybe even do this in the morning when you wake up or the evening when you go to bed, is just taking the ball and placing it underneath your foot, rocking it side to side, back and forth. Everybody has a different pressure point. Shooting pain is not good, but a little bit of discomfort to loosen up the muscles down there, to really activate those nerve endings does help. So just offering that up. Now we're going to allow the ball to come to the widest part of the foot. Coming to the widest part of the foot and pressing down. Maybe you have to back up that leg again. And maybe you allow that ball to go a little bit to the side if your foot is wide enough. So rocking it side to side. Great. Releasing. Bringing now the toes all the way onto that ball. And you are welcome to come to a wall. That might help if the ball wants to escape itself. And what this is doing is helping create space between the toes. Believe it or not, that is something that can be worked on. There's also toe spacers, and anatomically, it helps the rest of the body. When the toes have space between them, a little bit of space, it helps the rest of the body. Again, they sell toe spacers out there to help individuals to correct that. So just going side to side. All right. And coming into stillness. Switching up, what we do on one side, we make sure to do on the other. So bringing that ball in front of the right foot this time, allowing that back left leg to ground root and secure. And same thing, opposite side, placing that tennis ball, allowing that back where where the ankle is, pushing down. Make sure that you do have a strong supported spine. Maybe allow those shoulders to go back and down. Great. Releasing there. Bringing the ball about halfway between the arch of the foot and where you just had it. And placing some pressure down. Again, everybody's going to have a little bit of stimulation in the foot in different areas because every body is different. All right, releasing it back up. Bring it in to the arch of the foot this time and placing down, breathing here. And again, any pain, go ahead and stop, but any discomfort, it's okay. Since we rocked back and forth, front and back, I should say, on the left side, go ahead and do that for the right side. All right. And coming to the larger, get a little bit wider, coming into the larger part of the foot. So this time the heel of the foot is on the ground. The back leg shouldn't be locked, should be strong, rooted, and secure, but not locked. And then the ball's in between the largest section of the foot, so the largest width of the foot. And pushing down here, allowing, maybe you even feel if your quads or your hamstrings are tight in that back left leg, you might even get a little stretch there. Maybe engage the core, ensuring that you have a strong, straight spine. And pushing down. Great. Maybe even rock that ball side to side in the larger part. Okay. So now coming into the toes, opportunity to go to a wall if that helps you feel supported. And just, again, allowing those toes to get a little spacing, allowing that ball to help out there. All right. Again, if anything hurts, safety is always first. Okay, so that's the ball. And again, what that really does is allow all the nerve endings down there to come up. There's a ripple effect in the body, a very good positive ripple effect throughout your entire body. It also helps ground you, helps support you, and gives those feet a little extra TLC. We're going to go ahead and get into our standard grounding pose. So let's go ahead and get into an easy seated position. We'll do a little bit of breath today. So finding maybe you bring your index finger and your ring finger to meet your thumb and coming and allowing yourself to, all right, you can do whatever hand posture that works for you. I'm just going to do this one. And closing your right nostril, breathing in through the left. On an exhale, closing off the left. So I'm sorry, I did that wrong. That's what it is. So taking your thumb, closing off the right nostril, breathing in through the left, and then with the left, closing that on the exhale and breathing out through the right. In through the left, out through the right. In through the left, out through the right. Now this time breathing in through the right and out through the left. In through the right, out through the left. One more on the right side. In through the right, and going back to your normal breath. We're going to do one more round. This time we'll breathe in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left. So in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, out through the left, in through the left, out through the right, in through the right, and out through the left. All right. So what that does, similar to some of the other poses that we've been doing, is that helps allow the left and the right sides of the body become into equilibrium and be balanced. There's a time and a place to breathe in through the left. The left is generally when you are digesting, when you're ready to take a nap or to meditate. It's more of a sleepy time side, where the right side is more of a I want to understand, I want to learn, I want to absorb, more of the active side. So doing that helps keep both sides of the body in balance. As we do on one side, we want to do to the other. All right, so we did do some breath work, but just taking a check in on the body right now, noticing the earth beneath you. Feel free to close your eyes if you would like, just noticing the earth beneath you, ensuring that your spine is straight. And also, go ahead and allow the shoulders to lift up and back, nothing forced, but just a little subtle up and back. And that helps improve the posture. You might even engage your core, and your palms might also come up. And just noticing your breath pattern as it is in this moment. Great. Breathing in, great big inhale, exhale, releasing. And noticing your thoughts, just observing them and slowly detaching from them. Detaching from any thought that bubbles up. You are not your thoughts. They're just ideas that present themselves, and you choose to entertain certain thoughts. So for now, let's just detach from them. At any moment, connecting to the breath, noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. When our mind wants to wander or follow a thought that's entered our head, returning back to the breath, that thought will be there. You can come back to it later. And again, noticing the earth beneath you, noticing as if the tailbone is anchored to the center of the earth, the core of the earth. And then the head, the spine, coming all the way up the spine, leaving the crown of the head and going all the way up to outer space. So you've got a nice strong spine anchored to the earth below, but also knowing that there is space above. Connecting to that breath, noticing if it's hot, cold, shaky, smooth. Great. And now if you'd like to set an intention could be a mantra, meaning a phrase or an affirmation that you want to repeat, a reminder to remind yourself, or it could be a prayer, thanksgiving, goal. If you'd like to set one for our time together, bringing the hands all the way up overhead. On an inhale, exhale, bringing them to heart center, sealing that intention. Taking a moment, and hands returning to your side, palms can face up. Slowly returning back into your space. Awesome. Bringing the hands to center and interlacing them, pushing the palms away, extending the arms in front of you. Inhale, lifting up, arms overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, arms coming to your sides, all the way down. Inhale, bringing those hands behind your back, interlacing them there, opening up the chest, gaze going forward. Exhale, releasing. Bringing your hands to your sides. This time we're going to switch up the cross in our legs. Inhale, bringing the hands, interlacing them at heart center, pushing out. Exhale. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, arms coming down, doing this very slowly, Inhale, bringing the shoulders back, hands come behind you, interlace, opening up the heart, gaze goes forward. Exhale, head returns to chest, hands come in front of you, interlacing the hands. Exhale, pushing them out, palms facing away. Inhale, arms lifting up. Exhale, arms coming down. Inhale, lifting up and back, interlacing, maybe even switch up the the interlace of those hands. Gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, hands coming in front of you, interlacing them, pushing them out. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, coming down to your side. Inhale, arms coming behind you. Exhale, gaze goes up. Inhale, releasing, bringing the hands in front of you. Exhale, pushing the hands away, palms face out. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands to the sides. Inhale, hands coming behind you. Exhale, opening up. Gaze goes up. And inhale, bringing the hands in front of you, coming to heart center. Okay. All right, so we are going to try a couple of things also. If you happen to have a belt, it would be very beneficial because we are going to use that. If not, belt is not required. It's just a great prop if you'd like to deepen your practice. But there's always no forcing, so you're always welcome to do it without the belt as well. Okay, so bringing the soles of the feet to meet one another, opening up the hips a little bit, rocking side to side, making sure you know what it feels like. The hips are evenly grounded, rooted, and balanced. We're going to work very much with the pelvis today. So just noticing, putting your hands on your hips, noticing where your hips are. Some of us tilt our pelvis forward, some of us tilt it back. And it's not the back or the spine, it's really that pelvis area. So we're just opening up the hips for a brief moment. Maybe even you just open and close using the knees, lifting the knees. All right, you can fold into it if you'd like. And coming back. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, coming back. Okay, go ahead. Something new I've learned today. So we're going to do a technique. So opening up the legs a little bit. And in fact, let's just warm our body up before we go there. So let's start with the left leg. Left leg active, left foot flex, bringing that right foot into the left thigh. And left hand can come onto the shin, to the ankle, or the toes. Getting a nice side stretch. If you want to deepen, you can allow that opposite hand to come. You can even fold into it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale. Taking the opposite leg, going to the opposite side. Right leg extends, foot flex. The left foot coming into the right thigh. Leg active, foot flex. Right hand coming to the shin, the ankle, or all the way to the toes, whatever works for you. Breathing here. And again, if you'd like to deepen it, taking the opposite hand, bringing it down and folding in. Inhale. Exhale. Great. All right, coming out of that on your exhale, I'm going to take both legs. So that the right leg is bent. The left leg is bent, facing the same direction as that right foot, going to the right side. The left foot is going to come, it's going to be right at that knee area. Okay? And we're just going to notice coming up and back. So you're lifting that pelvis, just lifting it up with your hands on your hips. Bring it closer to the left knee and back. If there's any kind of pain here, just testing the mobility of the leg. So if there's any kind of pain here, you can go ahead and just come and sit and not worry about this. And again, you're just lifting that pelvis up and back. All right, switching the sides. Left foot going to face the left direction. Right foot is going to come into the knee of the left foot. So you'll be up a little bit. All right, and hands on your hips, bringing that pelvis up. Okay, noticing how that feels. All right, coming back into stillness, extending the legs out to your sides this time. Okay, I'm going to take the right leg and the right leg, taking that big toe, coming down with the big toe and meeting the left leg. Okay, now that right leg is going to go all the way back with the pinky toe on the mat and come out. I should add your spine is straight. Your palms of your hands are about 6 inches behind, maybe a little bit out to the sides. Taking the left leg now, the big toe, excuse me, the big toe is going to come down, sweeping the floor and over. Left leg coming down with the pinky toe back to its respected spot. Right leg, big toe coming onto the mat. Noticing what you notice, just observing what your body is feeling. Right leg coming down, pinky toe on the mat and extending out. And this is about the hips. So noticing the joints there. Big toe on the mat to the right side. Left leg, taking the pinky toe to the left. Right leg, big toe, coming on to the earth. And right pinky toe on the mat to its home. Left leg, big toe to the right. Noticing, does your hips come off the mat? Pinky toe to the left. All right. Bringing the soles of the feet back onto the to meet each other and folding forward on an exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Folding forward on an exhale. Inhale, lifting up. One more, folding forward on the exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Great. Okay. All right. And let's just extend our legs. Feet are flexed, leg active, spine straight, cores engaged, lifting the shoulders up and back. And the reason why we lift our shoulders up and back is because many of us are normally hunched like this. Not a big deal. It looks normal. But actually, anatomically, we should have them back ever so slightly. Not puffing out, not creating back pain, but lifting just the shoulders up and back. Spine straight, core engaged and the shoulders lifting up and back because that actually helps us relieve that tension. Many of us hold the tension in our upper back. So lifting the shoulders up and back, letting them go down, palms facing out or to the side body. If they're facing away from the side body, that actually creates more stress on the upper back area. Shoulders up, back, core can be engaged. That just helps ensure that your spine is straight. So spine staying straight. All right. I lost my train of thought. All right. Legs fully extended, feet flexed. All right. Bringing your palms, you can place them at your side, and this is really just for security so that you don't feel uncomfortable. And you're just going to lift that right leg up, connecting to the breath. Exhale, bringing it down. Left leg, bringing that up. Exhale, bringing it down. Great. Bringing the right leg up. And exhale, bringing it down. One more time on that opposite side. Left leg up. And bringing it down. Great. Go ahead. We'll come into tabletop position. Palms on your mat. And wrist in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the shoulder, making sure that your shoulders are supported, your spine is straight, and your legs. Again, when you're not paying much attention to your posture, you might be like this, creating that little bit of an arch. But when you recognize the importance of supporting that spine in all areas, not just this position, allowing that spine to be straight. Okay, and hips are in line with the knee. Inhale, let's go ahead, give a slight back bend, face comes forward. Exhale, chin to chest, opposite direction for the chin. Inhale, going into cow. Exhale, bringing the chin to chest, cat. Coming back into neutral tabletop stillness. Extending that right arm all the way out to the right. Extending the left leg all the way back behind you. Engaging that leg. Ensure that core is engaged, foot flexed, arm extended. So the tips of the right fingertips extending all the way down the spine, extending all the way out the ankle, one straight line. Bringing that right elbow to the left knee, extending it out. Right elbow, left knee, extending it out. Right elbow, left knee, extending it back out. Hand comes down, leg comes down. Great. Left arm fully extending all the way out. Right leg fully extending all the way out. Engaging the core, ensure you have a strong active backbone, foot flex, leg active, left hand fully active, extended. One straight line, great. Left hand coming in, right knee, extension. Left elbow, right knee, extension. Left elbow, right knee, extension. Left hand comes down, right hand follows, allowing the big toes to come in to meet one another, coming back onto the heels, extending those arms all the way out. Wide-legged child's pose. Maybe you even want to tiptoe those fingertips out a little bit more to get a little bit deeper in child's pose. Maybe you don't. Choose what works for you. Child's pose is great to come into at any moment, at any time. Inhale, coming into tabletop once more. And we're going to actually work our ways onto our back. Okay. So if you happen to have a belt or something that you could use that would be appropriate, coming onto our backs, bringing those legs into chest for a moment, rocking side to side if you would like. Great. I know we've done this in person, but we're going to do it for the first time on our virtual session. All right, so you have the belt coming in about halfway for that belt. And let's start with the right foot. So bringing it right about where underneath before the toes start. So right about that really, the largest width of the foot. And you can have the left leg sole the foot on the mat, or you can have it fully extended out. Whatever's feeling best for you, listen to your body. And that right leg's going to extend out. Again, this belt is not necessarily needed. You can do this without the belt. So modifications with or without belt, and then that left leg can be grounded with the foot on the mat or extended. All right, taking a moment here, feeling how that feels. And you're not trying to pull anything in, you're not trying to force anything, just noticing what your body is telling you. Really just allowing the stretch to occur. Connecting to your breath, connecting to your intention. Great. Now bringing this to the right hand. So you're going to allow the right hand to hold on. If not, if you're not using a belt, just follow this lead. If you have it, you can go ahead and extend that right leg. The left arm's going to be extended out. Your gaze is going to go to the left, making sure that that left hip doesn't lift off. Again, this can be done without a belt as well. The belt just helps allow support, makes things easier. We all need a friend sometimes, and that belt is our friend in this posture. Again, making sure that that left hip stays on the mat. So if it's starting to lift off, bring it back. Maybe even stay at center, or maybe you just creep out just a little bit. All right, bringing it back to center. Switching the hands, so let the left hand now be in charge of the rope if you have one. And this time, right hand's going to extend out, gaze is going to go to the right side, and the leg is going to go out to the left. Again, nothing's ever forced, so just feeling how that feels, connecting to your breath, noticing if your body's tighter in this direction, noticing if it feels good maybe. Maybe you notice you're stretching muscles you hadn't before. All right, bringing it back to center and having, if you're using the belt, allowing both hands to take the reins once more. Bringing the left leg in, switching it out, allowing that right leg, whether it was all the way down or if it was the sole of the foot was on the mat, finding what works for you. And again, if you aren't using the rope, everything's very much the same. The rope just makes things a little bit easier. Extending that left leg all the way up. You can have both hands helping for this. Breathing here, making sure that knee is not locked, so it's not like super hyperextended. There's a subtle little bend. Connecting to your breath here. And we're going to take that that left leg to the right side, allowing the right hand to have, I'm sorry. That's why we're taking the left hand is going to have the belt this time. Right arm is going to extend out. Left leg's going to the left side, making sure that that right hip doesn't lift off. If it does lift up, bringing back to center and allowing that left leg to just go out ever so slightly. Right hip is grounded. Breathing here. Opening up. And returning it to center, switching the hands. Right hand now is going to be in charge of the belt. Left arms extending all the way out. Gaze goes to the left side. The left leg is going to the right side. Noticing, did one side feel a little bit different than the other? Did your right side feel better? Did your left side feel stiffer? Did your left side feel better? Or did your right side feel stiffer? Great. Inhale, bringing it back to center and releasing, allowing that rope to go to the side here. All right, getting into a standard position, arms coming all the way overhead, full body stretch. Great. Soles of the feet coming onto the mat. And hands coming to your side, right leg coming over the left, avoiding the knee and the ankle. Left leg coming in the center, interlacing around that left leg. Great. Left leg coming down onto the mat. Right leg coming onto the mat as well. Left leg coming across the right this time. Avoiding the knee, avoiding the ankle. Bringing it into center, interlacing around the right leg. Connecting to your breath. Noticing what you notice. Right leg coming down, left leg following. Bringing the legs into chest, interlacing, rocking side to side. Going on to our left side. Arms can extend out, gaze can go to the opposite side. Inhale, coming in the center. Exhale, legs go to the right side, gaze can go to the left. Inhale, coming in the center. Exhale, right leg comes down. Left leg comes down. Hands can come back to your sides. Palms can face up or down. And then closing the eyes, coming into our final posture together, Shavasana. Releasing any tension. With each inhale, bringing in fresh, clean oxygen, a new day, a new perspective. And with each exhale, releasing tension, letting go of any gripping, any tension, any stress that the muscles or the mind might be carrying. And slowly, at no rush, coming up onto your left side. And slowly, at no rush, coming all the way up into an easy seated position. Your eyes can remain closed or your gaze can be softened. Inhale, bringing your hands to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time.